Yep. Now I'm recording. All right. What's drawing, everyone?
Art.
Art. Yes. It's a sort of art. Yes. Very good. Who else?
Lines.
Lines. Very good. It's art of lines. Very good. Who else?
Not to sound like a Shakespeare, but to artistically write something, if that
Ah.
makes sense.
Ah, love that.
One.
Love that. All right.
That's the best way I
Okay.
could put it.
Yeah. So now let's see what the drawing is in art. So the drawing. The drawing has been used as preliminary steps. Many artists have traditionally learned by making drawings of other artists' work. They did so to learn how earlier artists made their images, but also to develop their eye, meaning their taste or preference for the great art of the past. Studying and drawing works from ancient Greece and Rome was a standard practice for Western artists from 15th century until well into the 19th century. So look at this, everyone. Can you guess what this drawing is about? This is made by Pablo Picasso.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Is it like a basketball hoop? Like
I can
I
tell
was
you.
thinking that too.
Oh, yeah. I can tell you, you guys saw the painting of this drawing.
This is a classroom, isn't
yeah,
it?
it looked like somebody shooting a ball.
Uh,
I don't know why, but I think I see a horse.
Yeah,
horse.
it looks like farm animals on a basketball court.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm getting. I'm processing it as like more than one scenario.
Uh-huh. It
It's a
was a
lot
really
going
good
on.
guess. Yeah, lots going on. Very good. Yes, there we go.
One is a classroom with a formula on a blackboard.
Oh, very good. Very good, Andre. Let's look at the title. The first composition study for Guernica. Do you remember Guernica? The Guernica painting? Not quiet.
I don't.
So it seems like just idea sketch with the scribble drawing line, and nobody can assume what is going on.
Well, is it like a sculpture of somebody? Like I don't know. It like somebody's leg or something at the bottom and somebody's butt. I don't know. I don't know.
I thought I seen somebody laying down. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Very
somebody's
good
laying
guess.
down.
Very good guess. You know what? I will give you a better planning drawing. Ta-da.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I would have
Yeah.
never known.
Yeah.
See, I told you I seen a horse. It's a bull,
Yeah.
but I told you I seen a horse.
Was very close. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good, Katrina. So this one looks better to guess his planning, right? So yeah, looks like a drawing with charcoal. It shows more detailed plans with this settled composition and the flow of emotions by emphasis and subordination. This is a typical drawing as preliminary steps before the main work of art. So like Pablo Picasso, many of artists use drawing as a preliminary steps before they begin with paintings or sculptures because they are hard to fix when they make a mistake. So this one, we saw this painting before, right?
It's the
Yeah.
one that I thought about when you first said it was his drawing. This was
Yeah.
the picture I thought about.
So this is the final version of the work based on the previous drawings. Very good, everyone.
Hmm.
So drawings are not always preliminary steps toward a final work of art in another medium. So today, many artists have a wide array of drawing surfaces and materials to choose from. So there are dry and liquid media for drawing. Dry media are generally applied directly in stick form. Liquid media are generally applied with a tool such as a pen or a brush. So let's see dry media first. A graphite drawing. So this is the graphite drawing, and a graphite is a raw material of a pencil, a soft crystalline form of carbon first discovered in the 16th century, and graphite is a naturally occurring drawing medium. And pure, solid graphite need only be mined then shaped into a convenient form. And the next one is a metal point drawing. A metal point is also called a silver point, which is the ancestor of the graphite pencil. And it is an old technique that was especially popular during the Renaissance. A few artists use it now because it is not very forgiving of mistakes or indecision. Once put down, the line cannot easily be changed or erased. The drawing medium is a thin wire made of a relatively soft metal such as silver set in a holder for convenience. So let me show you a video for your understanding about the graphite medium. Give me 1 second. All right. Can you see the video, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Metal point is the art of drawing with a metal stylus on a surface coated with a special, slightly abrasive ground. Almost any metal can be used, but silver is by far the most common choice. Most grounds in Northern and Italian Renaissance metal point drawings contain bone ash, a gritty powder made from roasted and crushed animal bones. Italian artists frequently used colored grounds, minerals from the earth such as red clay, terre or green earth, and yellow ochre. Artists also tinted grounds with organic colorants such as indigo, the dye used in blue jeans. Here bone ash and powdered indigo are mixed together on a slightly roughened slab of glass. Before the availability of commercially produced materials, artists, or more likely apprentices in their workshops, prepared paints and grounds by hand. Adding water facilitates the even blending of the two pigments.
I've seen this before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
The indigo and bone ash are now mixed with the Mueller hard glass tool with flat roughened bottom. Looking carefully, you can see some of the large particles of the white bone ash. The pigments are gathered and put into a container to combine later with a binding agent, the substance that holds together the particles and adheres them to the paper. Dried flakes of animal glue are mixed with water. The mixture will be heated and then added to the pigments and stirred. More glue or pigment can be added to improve the consistency of the ground and its ability to be brushed out onto paper. While the mixture is warm, it is applied evenly on paper using a wide brush. Artists today coat papers by hand using commercially available paints or purchase papers already manufactured with an abrasive coating. Leonardo and his circle often drew on grounds colored with indigo. This pink ground contains red dyes made from plants or insects. The mineral-based pigment lead tin yellow provides the color in this ground. Most often, artists drew on white grounds. Artists use the prepared paper to make preliminary studies for paintings, to make rapid sketches, or to create finished works of art.
All right, let me stop the video and then go back to the slide. Okay, that was the metal point. And now let's see the charcoal drawing. So charcoal, have you ever heard about charcoal before?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Very good. Very good. So charcoal is charred wood. Techniques for manufacturing it have been known since ancient times. The best quality artist charcoal is made from special vine or willow twigs, slowly heated in an airtight chamber until only sticks of carbon remain black, brittle, and feather-light. Let me share a video about charcoal because some of you know about the charcoal, but some of you don't know about it.
Welcome to art class. Let's learn about charcoal. Charcoal is so much fun. It is so versatile and beautiful and expressive. Let's talk about some of the different tools you can use when creating art with charcoal.
So, this one, the twig is called like vine charcoal, which is the feather light and the oldest charcoal form.
First of all, you have compressed charcoal. Compressed charcoal is dark. You can make controlled lines. You can really press hard, and it is pretty hard to erase. It blends out really well, but you can really get in large areas, coverage. Notice it does make a lot of dust. Make sure not to inhale the dust. This is all around charcoal. You can use it for anything. You can lay stuff out. You can use it to create like a shaded object like a sphere, which I'll show you in my next video. Next, we have vine charcoal. Willow or vine charcoal is made with sticks from grapevines or willow. It's soft and it's made without a binding agent, so it's basically just a burnt piece of stick. It allows it to be erased really easily. It's really soft. You cannot get a lot of dark tones with your charcoal. I use willow or vine charcoal to lay out my composition on canvases when I'm going to paint, and it can easily be erased with a rag. So if you're not sure what you're going to do, use that willow or vine charcoal. I like to use the black erasers to erase my charcoal. You can see how easily willow and vine charcoal can be erased, while the compressed charcoal is a little bit tougher to erase.
All right, that was charcoal. And crayon. So crayon and the pastels are made of powdered pigments, the same as those used to make paints, mixed with a binder. For crayons, the binder is a greasy or waxy substance. The coloring crayons we give to children, for example, use a wax binder. Finer, denser, more brilliant versions of these crayons have been developed for artists. And the pastel. So this is a pastel drawing, and the pastel contains a pigment bound with a non-greasy bounder, such as a solution of gum arabic or gum tragacanth and water. The principle is simple enough that artists can manufacture their own if they choose, mixing pigment and binder into a doughy paste, then rolling the paste into sticks and letting it dry. Available in a full range of colors and several degrees of hardness, so pastel is often considered a borderline medium, somewhere between painting and drawing. Artists favor soft pastels for the most work, reserving the harder ones for special effects or details. Because they are bound so lightly, pastel leave a velvety line of almost pure pigment. Edgar Degas was a French Impressionist artist with famous pastel drawings and oil paintings. Please, watch this video. This video is in the Moodle room. And the chalk, the last medium we're going to see for the dry media is chalk. Chalk is the name for a kind of soft and white limestone. In art, the word has been used less precisely to name three soft, finely textured stones that can be used for drawing, such as black chalk, red chalk, and white chalk. Like graphite, these stones need only be mined and then cut into convenient sizes for use. So this is a street artist David Jean's chalk drawing on a street. Let's watch this video together. You're gonna love it. This artist is amazing. Looks so cute.
Yes.
To be honest, I rationalization was that anytime an artist is making any kind of art, no matter how ridiculous, he or she is technically doing his or her job. There's always streaks and specks and objects on the sidewalk. And if you stare at them long enough, they start to show you other things that they would like to be. The things I like most about making art on the sidewalk are that it's childish, which makes it a great way to reconnect with that supreme self-confidence we all had as children. It's anonymous, so you don't have to worry about being embarrassed about what you've drawn, because if you don't put your name on it, no one will know it was you. And it's unpreservable, since the art itself can't be saved or sold or given away. There are fewer distractions from just the joy of drawing for the joy of drawing.
All right. How was it?
That was really nice.
Yeah.
I
It
really
was
like
The one
that.
with
creative.
the animal peeping out the ground was nice.
Yes.
I love
It
this
was.
artist. Yeah, love this
Yeah.
artist. So that was David Sheen, the chalk drawing artist. All right. So now it's liquid media. There are pen and ink or brush and ink drawing for liquid type of the medium. So liquid media is not really popular media for drawing. So we're gonna just skip this part, but the a liquid drawing medium looks like this. Now let's talk about the paper as a drawing medium. So paper is essential material for drawing. And we will see what the paper is with the brief paper history and the paper as medium of drawing. So paper is wool or fibers beaten to a pulp, mixed with the water, then spread in a thin layer over a fine mesh surface and left to dry. Our word paper is derived from the Latin word papyrus, which the ancient Romans used to designate both a plant that grew along the banks of the Nile River and writing material that the ancient Egyptians made from it. So let's see a brief paper history here. So paper was invented in China in 2nd century BCE, and Buddhist monks spread the news of the paper making technique across Asia. About 8th century BCE, the Muslim arose in Middle East, and Muslim played a role as a bridge between China and Europe to spread the paper making technique. So the European learned paper making from Muslim neighbors. In 13th century, the paper was being manufactured in the West. And after Industrial Revolution in 19th century, paper began to be produced by machine. And finally, instead of individual sheets, machines manufactured paper in a continuous roll. In 20th century, paper had become the ubiquitous material we know today, such as newspapers, magazines, advertising posters, and other products. So now let's see how artists use the industrial paper as one of the artistic mediums beyond the traditional drawing. In 1912, this new visual reality found its way into art in a revolutionary way, and many artists changed their style from representational to the non-representational. Do you remember the reason why many artists suddenly abandoned the traditional style for the abstract art? We talked about it in the very first meeting.
Cameras.
Very good. It was because of photography. Very good. So first step was by taking first step was taken by Picasso, the Pablo Picasso. And Georges Braque was a Pablo Picasso's friend, and he began experiment in earnest with bringing pieces of industrially printed paper directly into his abstract drawing, like this. And Braque's invention, which was taken up immediately by Picasso, became known as papier-collé, French for pasted paper. A broader term for it is collage, from the French for pasting or gluing. And papier-collé is by definition made of paper. Collage does not imply any specific materials. After Pablo Picasso and Georges Braque, many artists adopted this method of composing a picture by gathering bits and pieces from various sources. So let's see collage works as an art genre. So this is Romain Bardin's mysterious work, which is a collage work in 1964. So everyone, what can you see through this work of art?
Faces.
Looks like a history of African Americans.
Very good, Andre. Yes, it is. So Bardin, the artist, was grown up as an African American in rural North Carolina. And African American folk tradition quilting in Bardin's hand in this work. And we can see the rhythms and improvisatory nature of jazz. And there is an African sculpture in this work. And on the top left corner, you will see a train, and a train means outside the world, which is white world. So through this work, Bardin wants to show African Americans' life and culture in 60s. And the next collage work. So what do you see through this work of art, everyone?
A body.
Like
A body.
There's a lot going on there.
That's right. When you see the body closer, what can you see?
Well,
it looks like a sea creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see a gun. I see a gun, a knife, a violin.
Very good.
Wow.
Very good.
There's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot going on in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Lots going on. Very good. Yes, exactly. So, you know, you know, the lady, has the hair looks like an animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and the spotted marbled body evokes expensive designer fabrics, which shows camouflage or disease. When you see this work closer, and you can see some of her body parts consist of mechanical extension. So and the eye, ear, and the mouth are pieces of photographs. So this work of art implies the deadly conflicts often interrupted in African society by the artist.
Say that again. In what society?
African society.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see it's a motorcycle in there. It's all kinds of stuff in there.
That's right. Very interesting collage work.
Yeah.
And the last work. So here is another beautiful three-dimensional collage work. It is collage work. So how do you think about this work of art?
Faces.
Faces. Ah.
No, I see a
Love
dragon. I
that.
don't know why.
Dragon. Love that too. Love that. It's an abstract word,
Yeah.
You can see whatever you want. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very nice. What kind of a feeling do you feel through this work of art?
I don't know. I feel like blowing in the wind. It looks like it could be a lot of smoke just like flowing.
I was just about to say, it give you like a lot of smoke, like.
Yeah.
Smoke white. I love that. Yeah.
I think it looks like waves too.
Waves.
Yeah, it looks like waves flashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Very good. So this work makes line drawings in brush and ink on large rolls of paper. The cutting out selected area makes versions of the drawings in positive and negative shapes, and it assembles the open work drawings on site to create delicate yet turbulent sculptural forms. These drawings and their shadows capture a weightless world in flux, frozen in time, tottering on the blink of being and not being. So we just looked over diverse types of drawings as a media of art together, and we will see other types of art medias in the next meeting. And then we have a discussion today. 1 second. Let me open today's. I'm sorry. We don't have discussion. We have a sketch project today. So let me open the sketchbook project slide. It's right here. So yes, we're gonna make a collage art for this
I figured
chapter.
we was. just by the lesson, I figured it was gonna be a collage. I seen it coming.
Yeah, it's natural, right?
Yes. I'm ready for this one.
So okay, let me remind you what the collage is again. So again, the collage is a technique of art creation, preliminary used in the visual arts by which art results from an assemblage of different forms, thus creating a new whole. A collage may sometimes include magazine and newspaper clippings, ribbons, paint, bits of colored or handmade papers, portions of other artwork or texts, photographs, and other found objects glued to a piece of paper or canvas. The origin of collage can be traced back hundreds of years, but this technique made a dramatic reappearance in the early 20th century as an art form of novelty. The term collage was coined by both Georges Braque and Pablo Picasso in the beginning of the 20th century, when collage became a distinctive part of modern art. So collage in the modernist sense began with Cubist painter Georges Braque and Pablo Picasso. According to some sources, Picasso was the first to use the collage technique in oil painting. And this is another artist example work of collage in painting. And the wood collage is a type that emerged somewhat later than paper collage. Oh, this is my favorite. Photomontage. Photomontage collage made from photographs or parts of photographs is called photomontage. Photomontage is the process and result of making a composite photograph by cutting and joining a number of other photographs. The composite picture was sometimes photographed so that the final image is converted back into a seamless photographic print. The same method is accomplished today using image editing software like Adobe Photoshop. The technique is referred to by professionals as compositing. This is Richard Hamilton's photomontage work. And this is another example by Richard Hamilton. His works are so modernistic with creative composition. And we can see he seriously considered of the harmony between the photographs and pieces. So there is a video about the basic of collage in the sketchbook forum of the Moodle Room. So this is a great guide video to make a collage art for the beginners. So please watch this video before you begin your work of art. So for this project, you will need a sketchbook, magazines, newspapers, old books, copy papers, or any useless papers, or objects, and scissors, glue stick, pencil, eraser, and any color medium you have. And please choose a simple object or a theme and represent it by collage drawing. As usual, please write a short description about your work of art when you post the process. Okay, so you know, collage art takes a long time from the collection of paper pieces to, you know, completion of a work. So for only this project, you can just upload an idea sketch or planning of your collage art. Okay, but you know, remember, you have to finish this work, including other projects, you know, sketchbook projects. You have to finish them by the end of the course. Okay, but today you can just post your idea sketch about your collage work or planning. Okay.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
And now let me share more examples with some simple themes or objects. So it is mixed media collage work. This is a big chunk of watercolor painting and the magazine pieces and some sparkling materials used for this work.
Hey,
And you can choose to depict your favorite animal like this. Now, use the diverse color papers and a rainbow with magazine papers. And a dog, you can mix a hand drawing with the collage drawing. Oh,
that I like.
yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can make an abstract image like this. Now this is one of the excellent example to mix photographs and hand drawing in a collage work. Very nice.
Mhm.
And you can draw something on your collage work to make creative, and you can do self-portrait and birds, a pair of heel, oh, tulips, oh, Liberty of a Statue. And you can use the letters from the magazines or newspapers now. And a girl, a man photo with a pop art style drawing, a chicken, a photo montage collage, a cupcake, a dog, a cute
The
dog.
flash one was really nice. The
Yeah.
the camera one was really nice.
Yes,
This
I
one?
like that one too.
Yeah.
It's definitely nice.
So, you can make the collage work
that
very
was nice.
simple. Yeah, like this, you can just search magazine
Professor.
pictures. Uh-huh.
I noticed you said we have to sketch it drawing. Can we use Photoshop? Because I do graphics. I'm not much of a drawer, but I can do graphics a lot. Or do
Yeah.
you rather us draw it with our hands?
If you can create something, new style of art, like the creative version of collage work, yes, you can definitely use
I was gonna
Adobe
ask
Photoshop.
about the pictures too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
You're
definitely not a
welcome.
drawer either. Definitely
Yeah.
not.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
You can use that. All right.
Cool.
And a cup of coffee. So that's it. So as you can see, you can just pick a simple object or a theme. Do not make it complicated. I don't want you to take a long time. And let me know if you have any questions about this project. I can't wait to see your diverse collage work.
I got a question.